Slippy.
Slip a dip.
Slip a dip. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello. I'm Erin.
I'm Dodger.
I'm Moeka.
And we are MangaPod, a weekly podcast which we get together after we read all or part of a manga and then discuss it with friendship, love, and lots of spoilers. This week we are talking Yotsuba 2, chapters 27 through 52. If you guys have never joined us for MangaPod before, what we like to do is give you a short spoiler-free description of what we read, and then our spoiler-free recommendations.
Adorable.
That way, if it sounds like something you are interested in but would prefer not to be spoiled, you can take your leave once we get to spoiler section. We ask that nobody post any spoilers in chat until we've gotten to spoiler section, and after that, no spoilers for anything past chapter 52. And I am not 100% sure where the chapters line up with the anime. So, do either of you have an idea about where we could shout out that part?
No clue. I've still never watched the anime.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay. No. Me neither. That's why I was like, maybe. But, so, yeah, just to be safe, chapter 52. Once we get to spoiler section. So now we will do spoiler-free summary. And Moeka is going to read that this week for us.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you baby.
Oh, let's go.
Oh my
Let's
gosh.
slip a slide.
Wait. What was the one I read?
Oh, did you read a different one?
I think I read a shorter one.
There is no anime? Oh, somebody said there's no anime. Is there no anime?
What? Wait, what?
No, yeah, I was going to say I don't think so, yeah.
There's no anime.
Oh, there isn't. Wow.
What are we thinking of?
Wow. Maybe I'm thinking.
What's the
creator
other
also,
one? What's the other one with the cute little kid in the middle of nowhere? I think that's the one I'm thinking of.
My mind is blanking.
I totally know what
The
you're
creator doesn't
thinking of.
want one. The mangaka said he wouldn't allow it. That's kind of amazing.
Because the creator also wrote Azumanga Daioh, and that has an anime.
Yeah, is
and I'm pretty
that?
sure he was like a producer or something along on the anime. So that's interesting. I wonder if it, because I wonder if it's something to do with how the chapters flow and how they're written.
Maybe.
But also, Azumanga Daioh was set up as very, like, 'cause I'm pretty sure the manga was, like, just strips, was, like, comic strips. So, I don't know. That's really interesting. I didn't know about that. What is the one with the other kid?
I don't know.
I can't
The one where the dude. We've read it on MangaPod. The one where the dude from the city moves to the country, and there's like a bunch of little kids, and there's specifically one little kid that gives him a lot of guff.
Yes.
What is that one? That's what I'm thinking of, because that definitely has an anime, right?
Yes. Nonam Biori? Biori.
Barakamon? Is that what I'm thinking of? Wait a second.
Nonam Biori. Nope, that's not it.
Barakamon. I think that's the one I'm thinking about.
Barakamon.
I think this is
That
it.
sounds
Yes,
really
this is exactly what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Because he's the, like, writes in the ink. What's that called?
Yeah,
Calligraphy?
he does calligraphy.
Calligraphy.
Yeah, and the little kid does, like, really funny old man faces.
Yes.
Yes, that's the one I'm thinking. Okay, we got there in the end. Okay, I'm so sorry for the diversion.
No, that's okay.
The slip.
Yeah, for the slip.
Cool.
Okay.
Moeka, were you able to find a one?
Oh my god.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just gonna read the one you listed. Easy peasy.
Oh, okay.
Hit it.
Perfect.
While most people find the world mundane, 5-year-old Yotsuba Kawai sees it as a treasure trove of amazing bustle and wonderful places to explore. When she and her adoptive father Yosuke move to a new city, the energetic young girl naturally sets out to investigate the neighborhood on her own. After a few incidents at the local park, the Kawais become acquainted with their neighbors, the Yase family. Their 3 daughters, mischievous college student Asagi, responsible high school student Fuka, and kind-hearted grade school student Ena. Eventually, they all start liking Yotsuba and join in on her antics, despite their sheer ridicule. From learning how to use a swing to figuring out how to stop global warming with air conditioners, Yotsuba's ability to infallibly find fun in everything both amazes them and annoys the people around her. Along with Yotsuba, the Yases and friends that she makes along the way, Yotsuba embarks on daily adventures, each a step in her quest to enjoy the simple things in life. So cute.
Yeah. So wholesome already.
Spoiler free.
Yeah, I'm trying
to thoughts, feelings.
Go first. Am I muted?
No.
Okay.
For
some reason. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Not that like you couldn't be both, but I just thought I'd take the opportunity to gas you up. Anyways, go for it.
Yeah. This manga is so wholesome. It is so sweet for a child character, which can be very easily annoying and not come to life. Mangaka nails Yotsuba's childlike innocence and creates her as a fleshed out character. And it's a very quick read. The chapters don't get repetitive like a lot of slice of life comedies can be. And yeah, I love the art. I think it's something that people should look for if you're looking for a wholesome cheer up, pick me up series. This is one you should check out. I love it.
Yeah, I would absolutely agree. I adore this little gremlin. Like she's so funny. There's so many ways that the mangaka I don't know, there's so many ways that she's characterized that makes you go, "Oh my god, she's such a she is a 5-year-old." Like it's just perfect. It's so funny. I agree. It never gets repetitive. And I think it would also be really easy for this to be sort of like each chapter is a standalone goof, but they constantly reference things that happened in earlier chapters and stuff. Like it really does feel like an ongoing, growing story that is always wholesome, and it's always sweet, and it's always funny. I love it. Like what a feel good manga. It's great.
I agree. It's just like it's wonderful. It's so simple. Like I don't know. Like I'm just like if you just don't like kids, like I guess that's why you wouldn't want to read it. But it's just so cute.
Yeah.
Just read it. It's wonderful.
Yeah. So there you go. We all recommend checking out this series. Now we're going to jump into spoiler section. If it's something that sounds like you do not want to be spoiled for, now is the time to go take your leave. And you can come back and watch this at some point too. So let's go ahead and do our countdown into spoilers.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yotsuba's gone.
Yotsuba is gone.
Yeah.
She's the best character, okay?
She is. Oh my goodness.
So cute.
Start with the question we always start with. What are you expecting going into this series? And if you have already checked this out before, in the past, previously, what were your thoughts going back to revisit it? I can go first. I was expecting to find wholesome shit, and I got wholesome shit. So I was very satisfied.
Yeah. Absolutely. I guess I keep waiting for there to be like heavier chapters. It stays pretty light, which I don't mind at all. But yeah, I guess that's like I keep waiting for the wholesomeness to go away for some reason, and it doesn't, which is wonderful.
We've been bitten before.
I know, dude. I keep waiting for them to be like,
true.
and now it's taking a turn, and now it's going to get really serious and sad, and I'm glad that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, rereading it, like, it's just so wholesome. There's so many times I just found myself laughing, and I was just like, this is still good.
Yeah.
When did you read it for the first time, Moeka?
Oh, I was, like, probably, like, in middle school.
Okay.
So, I mean, yeah, it was
a long
really,
time
really
ago.
long time ago. Yeah. Yeah, because Yotsuba Ann was, I think it started getting published in the US around like 2003.
Yeah, that's when it started. It's 2003.
So actually, I may have been in elementary school.
Whoa.
Yeah, because it was like one of the first manga that I had ever like owned.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Because I think I was only able to collect. I still have them too, actually. That's crazy. I think I have like volumes 1 through 10.
Really? Oh, that's so
it was like it was pretty crazy. But yeah, my mom, my poor mom, my mom was just like, because I asked her, I was like, why did you buy these for me? Because they're like, manga back then was really expensive, you know?
Yeah,
and
totally.
for like elementary school student, I'm like, I would have been like, maybe when you're older. But
yeah.
But Yotsuba's like really wholesome. But yeah, my mom was just like, oh, I had like a kid holding sunflowers. Like, it looked cute. I didn't see why not. And I was just like, oh. But at the same time, like, anime's sometimes the anime's not that wholesome.
Yeah, it's true.
Like it.
Yeah, that could have gone wrong. So I'm really
I'm
happy that it
did.
I have a story that's like that. My aunt and her fiance at the time went to the Philippines, and at the airport on their way back, they saw some manga, and it was in Japanese, and they were like, wow, this is so cute. Erin and Robbie, my older sister, love manga, and so they bought it for us, and it was actually hentai. Who's born?
Yep.
And I think I was like 10 at the time.
Oh.
And so I opened it, was like, oh.
Oh, no.
So sometimes you just don't know what you're going to get. It's a dangerous game.
Yeah.
It is.
I've told the story before of a friend of mine in elementary school just buying a random anime VHS, and he went to watch it, and then he was like, oh my god, if my mom finds this in my house, I'll die. And so he was like, I need you to have it at your house. And I was like, okay. And I had hentai in my house for a really long time that I was hiding from my friend because he just bought something and didn't know what it was.
Oh no.
Good times. Anyway,
Like
this is not that. Anyway,
Sorry,
this is not that. This
this
is great. This is wholesome. It's very sweet and precious. It's none of this.
You know what? Watching or reading this, it reminded me so much of Bluey. Have you watched Bluey at all?
Great.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
It reminded me of Bluey. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm even more in love with what I'm reading.
Yeah, because it's a lot of like adults deciding to go along with the game, right?
Yes.
Which is so fun. I love when she talks about something in a specific way and all the adults are like, yep, I guess that's what this is now.
That's how it works.
It's very cute.
And they, like, never try to stifle her curiosity or her creativity and what activities she comes up with or what silly things she says. They never try to be like, oh, okay, and just dismiss her. They interact with her and engage with her. And there's so many times where, like, her dad will be like, well, I need to work right now, but he's never get the heck away from me or things like,
go next
you're
door.
Annoying.
Yeah.
He lets her have, like, her own responsibilities and make some choices, and then he guides her when she needs to be guided, but he's always letting her just be herself and grow into who she is. And that's something you don't see a lot of.
Yeah, I love the relationship between her and her dad. It's so cute.
Mm-hmm.
He really, again, I think this mangaka is just really good at characterizing people, but, like, the dad has such a, like, young dad that's working hard vibe somehow, right? Just the way he's written is like, I love my kid, you know, I'm still pretty young, but I'm also trying to, like, provide and help with things, and it's her dad's also a great character.
Yes.
Dude,
And
I think he's the reason I'm into DILFs, to be honest.
No!
I remember having like the biggest crush on him as a kid. Oh God.
I think all of the adults being so accommodating to her is why Yanba stands out as much as he does. Like, what a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yanba sucks so much. But, like, it's so funny when he shows up because everybody else is like, we're doing a thing. And Yanba's like, why? That's stupid. What are you doing that for? And everybody just fucking throws shit at him like, shut up.
Was he in the last section?
No, I think we met him in this section.
Okay, what is he?
Yeah, he just got introduced.
He's the dad's kohai, so he's like he used to
that's right.
either go to school or go to work with her dad, and they were like buds, and so he just shows up to like be a piece of shit.
Yeah, dude, you don't go around eating a kid's ice cream cone. What the fuck?
Oh my god. I would say, like, that was one of the parts that made me go, really? We're not going to talk about that? Like, he shows up and basically forces his way into the house. And she's like, I don't know you. You're super suspicious. And I'm like, yeah, you fucking tell him.
Yes.
Yeah. And he's like, get out of my way. I'm going in the house. Like, thank God her dad showed up right then, because otherwise I was going to be like, what the fuck is happening? This dude is just like breaking into their house effectively to this kid. And it's never, like, aside from the dad being like, yeah, he is suspicious, there wasn't a conversation that was like, you can't just come into my house with my child. Like, that conversation never happened.
Right? So unsettled by that because she was doing everything right.
Yeah.
She was like, I don't know you. I'm going to close the door. No, you cannot come in my house. You don't know the password. Like, I've never seen you before. And she's obviously been taught how to take care of herself. And then he just ignores all of that.
And just tries to walk in. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I do love, though, that when he tried to go in the door, she just fucking body slammed the door.
yes!
That was amazing. I was like, yeah!
Dude. And then he shows up to go to the farm. I was like, get out of here.
I know.
Cows don't even want to see you.
And the
farm
bookshelf.
chapter, the bookshelf. That was so sweet.
Yeah.
The farm. I liked how they did end up going to the farm, even though Yotsuba got sick the first time.
Yeah.
And that's something else. Like her getting sick and not being able to go to the farm, it feels like the mangaka is very, very familiar with kids. Like,
sure.
he has kids or he has been around kids, because there is so many things that you don't realize happen with children until you have children or spend a significant amount of time with children, which is the, like, you have to, like, something may be wrong, but you have to give in and, like, protect the kid and not let them do what they want to do because they're sick. So you're in charge of, like, making sure they're healthy and safe. And then the thing with, like, she rewatches the same video over and over. Like, it's a new video every single time she watches it. And, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of other examples that I can't think of off the top of my head. But there's definitely a feel that the mangaka is familiar with children.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, the sort of, like, the importance around, like, I'm trying to think of how to say this. Like, kids, once they learn how to do something, they get into this zone of, like, and now I know how to do that, and I'm going to kind of prove to myself and to everybody else that I know how to do that. And that's, like, a thing that Yotsuba does a lot, right? Is, like, I know how to do this thing, so I'm going to do it. And then has to be talked to later about, like, you can't just go off and do that thing on your own, or you, like, you know, I know that you want to be big and do this thing, but, like, you need to do it a certain way, or you need to do it with a grown-up, right? And, like, all of the chapters that have a story that's even remotely like that, I'm like, oh my god, it's literally like me and my toddler right now. Like,
yeah,
this feeling of, like, I want to be independent, I know how to do so many things, and I'm positive I can do this thing by myself, and you having to try and figure out how to explain to them, like, you can't do that by yourself yet, you know?
Yes. And it's like, you do allow them to have some responsibility.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, and then at the same time, it's the balance of, okay, let's figure out where the
like
line
that.
is here.
Yeah.
Not like that. Like, the whole, her cleaning, helping clean everything. And then she, like, does some stuff and is like, whew, I did so many things. And it's like, yep, you get to, it is a lot of things to you, little child. You did help. And then she tries to go to the grocery store by herself and knocks off all the ramen off the shelf.
Yeah. Or she tries to be a milk delivery person, and her dad has to be like, well, I know what you were trying to do, but you don't, quote unquote, you don't have a license to drive this by yourself, so we're going to put it away for a while until we can trust you with it.
Yes.
The next chapter, her being like, Daddy took my bike. I love the references to past chapters so much. It's so cute. Like, when they finally got to go to the beach and you were able to be like, oh my gosh, she's been talking about wanting to go to the beach for so many chapters, and they finally went. Like, that sort of stuff. Those payoffs are really good.
Yes, payoff. Like, they continue storylines and pick up on them. They don't just ignore. It's not just a slight, like, a one and done chapter. There are threads to the plot that carry through.
Yeah.
I'm looking at my notes. Yes, the beach. Should we talk more about the beach episode or chapter?
Yeah, it was cute.
So cute. Every manga needs a beach episode, and this was the most wholesome one in the world.
Seriously, it was so good. Like, the older girls playing with her at the beach was so cute. And, like, them coming up with different sorts of games. Like, I was transported to being younger. It's like, oh my god, I remember going to the beach and just coming up with, like, weird things to do with the sand. Yeah, it was so cute.
Yeah, when the, like, one girl buries her hands in the sand and is like, I won't be pulled away by the waves if I do this. And I was like, are you sure?
Okay.
It worked for her, but not for Yotsuba.
Yeah, Yotsuba went a rolling. And then she comes out, that was the funnest thing in the world. It's like, you live on danger. Little kids live in danger.
Unrelated. One of the things I love about this manga for sure is that some of the chapter titles, I think it was chapter 49 specifically, she's doing like a cartwheel and is like upside down, and the mangaka did it so that all the text was flipped.
Yes.
To match with the image. And that, oh my god, it's so good.
Yes.
I love little details like that.
Me too.
It adds so much personality.
Mm-hmm. I just love it. Oh my god, it's such a cute manga. Can't. My heart.
And
what
Jumbo.
was your guys' Oh, Jumbo.
Sorry, I love Jumbo.
Jumbo.
Jumbo's such a goof.
The hide and seek.
Yes.
Yes. Oh.
So good. So cute. I love playing hide and seek with the kiddos because they find such creative places to hide.
Yeah.
But they don't understand that you need to not make noise or yell, I'm right here.
Oh my god.
When you're like trying to find them.
Seriously, a really quick anecdote. Clark wanted to play hide and seek last night, and she was very obviously just hiding under the blanket on her bed. And I made a whole show of walking into her room and being like, "Where is Clarky?" And I sat on the bed and laid on her, and she was laughing. And then I suddenly hear her whisper, "Mommy, I'm under the blanket." I was like, I love that she thinks I maybe didn't know. She needed to be sure. It's just very funny.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
I was like, "Oh, should I find you now?" And she was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay."
And then you have to make a big show of it. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, there you are.
Oh, there you are.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
That's so funny. But yeah, sorry. What question were you going to ask, Erin?
I was going to ask what your guys' favorite chapter or scene was. Or top 3, if you have a few.
I really loved the Danbo, the robot stuff. I thought that was so fun. It was pretty early on in our reading. The, cardboard robot.
Yes. Oh, yes.
And they were like, "You have to commit. You can't let Yotsuba know that you're not a real robot." Them trying to concoct, the robot has to go home now. And she tries to follow the robot. And this poor kid is like, "Oh my god, leave me alone so I could take this robot costume off."
Yes.
So funny.
It's you cannot break the illusion for children. It's just like Santa and the Tooth Fairy. It's I cannot do this to you. I loved that chapter too.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. What about you, Moeka?
I really like the one we left off on with the typhoon.
Oh, yes.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Because it really, kids really do be like that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I love how I just love she obviously is doing really silly antics in this, but the dad still kind of goes along and is just well, if you want to go outside in the typhoon, put on your raincoat. And then they go yelling together, and I just, oh my gosh, it's just so cute.
Yeah,
that section was so cute.
And it was. I love how it ends where she leaves. She's like, "All right, I did my thing. I came and delivered your treats. I'm going to go back home to my dad. Bye." And then they're like, "Oh, okay." And they're like, "Wait a minute. There's a typhoon." Both start running after her.
She's just like literally flying away.
Yeah.
It's so cute. Do you guys have any thoughts on the art?
It's like it definitely feels like older art, but it works really well. It's so like simple, and the facial expressions are so funny.
Mm-hmm. They're so iconic. I
Yeah.
forgot Dumbo was like created by this guy too.
Mm-hmm. And Yotsuba is very, like you said, iconic.
A really recognizable character, yeah.
Yeah, everywhere. And you're like, oh, you are the manga.
Yeah. It's you, manga kid.
Yeah, and there really aren't any other characters like her, especially in terms of like kids and other manga. Like there really is just like no comparison.
No.
Yeah, like in terms of kids that really feel like kids, the kid in Sweetness and Lightning does, but that's a much more serious manga. So just the vibe of it is so different. Like we really get to just experience the best moments of Yotsuba's childhood, you know, like like all of these like really fun, exciting moments of her like growing up and learning a new thing and just having fun with her dad and her neighbors, and it's just so sweet.
She definitely set a precedent for children in manga. I think she is probably the most well-known and the prototype for a lot of upcoming series and children characters within manga.
Oh my god, I just remembered a thing that I thought was hilarious.
Yes.
When they did the string cup phone.
Yes.
And she was like, now that we have this, I'll never have to go over there again. And immediately through the little cup, she hears, Yotsuba, the snacks are ready. And she's like, I'm coming over right now. I'll be there in a second.
It was so cute. And when they try to throw the cups out the window and it just like immediately falls down.
Yeah.
They do not make it. I was like, oh my god, this is so cute. Cool. Do you guys have anything else you would like to add, or oh, I did want to add that for anyone who hasn't checked it out yet, the chapters are around like 22 to 24 pages long, and they go by really quick. If you're like trying to figure out how much time you might need to read it, I got through 27 to 52 in around an hour and 15 minutes, probably. And that was like taking in each chapter. I wasn't even speed reading it. So it does not take very long to read chunks of it. If you want to just like sit down and read something great and quick, this is one you should that definitely works and fits within that time frame.
Yeah, it's very slice of life. So the chapters pretty much like conclude. Even if they like in the next one end up like actually finishing out like the beach episode, for example. It like chapter was like, oh, we're gonna go to the beach, and then it ends with them leaving to the beach. And even then, like you really could have just stopped there. And then I don't know, it's kind of nice. It's very easygoing.
Yes.
It's also I was wanting to say this earlier in the like spoiler free section. If you're like trying to find something to read in Japanese, to kind of like help with like self-studying or whatever, or just like brushing up, I think Yotsuba is like a wonderful manga to try and like keep up with, because it's like very simple, like hiragana, and not, I can't remember kanji wise. I don't feel like there really is that much, so it makes it one of the easier like learning to read to manga in Japanese sort of thing, you know.
Yeah. Ooh, interesting. That's really cool. Should we do our vibe check?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who would like to go first?
I'll go first.
Yeah, do it. Go. Do it.
Oh, dang. Okay. I was just going to say that I really vibed with this manga. Yotsuba is just so easygoing, and it's like, I don't know, it's very wonderful getting to see how, like, the character Yotsuba goes on these, like, little silly adventures, and she's so full of life, which as I've gotten older, I feel like a lot of the protagonists are like they're so dead inside that going back and like just getting to experience a character like this again is, I don't know, it's so much fun.
Yes. Dodger?
Yeah. I love this manga. I adore it. I loved it last time. I love it this time. Big vibes, big good, excellent 10 vibes. Love it. I don't think there's really anything else to say.
Yeah.
I just think I think Yotsuba is so well done, like well written. All the characters are, but Yotsuba like really shines. So yeah, if you're looking for something really wholesome and sweet to read, you should absolutely read this.
I agree with both of you that Yotsubatsu is literally the epitome of good vibes.
Yeah.
It's the top tier good vibe series. And like Dodger said, the characters really shine. The art fits the story. And it's very fast and sweet and doesn't get old at all. And so I loved and definitely vibed with this series. I think it's one that, if anyone's like, it's a child, I don't want to read it, you're missing out. You're really missing out on a great series, and I recommend it 100%. So there we go. That wraps up our discussion of Yotsuba 2, chapters 27 through 52. We hope you enjoyed listening to us talk about it. Now we are going to read the description for the manga that we are checking out next week, and you guys in chat get to guess what it is. Dodger is going to be reading that, so if you don't mind.
Oh.
Oh.
This intimate manga anthology is about the struggles and successes of individuals learning to navigate daily life with a blank. The comics follow the stories of 9 people, including a junior high dropout finding an alternate path to education, a former troublesome child helping kids at a support school, a so-called problem child realizing the beauty of his own unique quirks, and a man falling in love with the world with the help of a new medication. The book illustrates the anxieties and triumphs of people living in a world not quite built with them in mind.
I think that's the only summary we've read that doesn't have a blank.
There was only one. I only blanked one thing.
Oh, I didn't even... I glanced over that hearing. Apparently selective heard for that one.
Yeah, I'm very excited about this one.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, sorry.
No, I was just going to say I'd never heard about it, and you brought it up a few days ago, and I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, this got recommended to me. Yep, My Brain is Different, Stories of ADHD and Other Developmental Disorders. We've read other manga that are like anthologies of real stories before. They tend to be more autobiographical, so I'm interested in reading this one, not only because I've never heard of another manga trying to tackle this sort of thing, but also because it's like stories about a bunch of different people who all have different experiences. So
I'm very interested.
Me too.
I'm really excited. Yeah. So yeah, I think we're gonna probably check out the whole thing. Because it seems to be a condensed single volume anthology. 184 pages. So we'll be checking that out. So if that sounds like something you guys are interested in, you should go and read it, and then you can join us next week for our discussion about it. Yeah, okay. There's my brain. Found it. Now we are going to go and shout out our stuff really quick. If you would like more MangaPod, you can check us out on mangapod.card.co with 2 R's, as well on Spotify and Google playlists or podcasts. If you would like more of me, I'm Happily Erin all across the everything. You can find me on YouTube and Twitter and Instagram. So that's me.
I'm Dodger. You can find me at Dex Bonus on pretty much everything. I drink coffee and play games and talk about tabletop RPGs a lot. So if that sounds like your vibe, come hang out. It's good times.
Hello, I'm Moeka. I also stream over at Moeka. I'm pretty much on most platforms, also at Moeka. Unless somebody's stolen it from me, then you're my mortal enemy.
Oh,
no.
But otherwise, I'm just over there playing like a bunch of a variety of games. Right now, I've been really into Elden Ring. I'm releasing some music on the side. Which you could, thank you. Find it under the name Starlight Station. I'd appreciate if you check any of that out. So thank you.
Cool.
So we will see you guys here next week talking My Brain is Different, all of it. We hope you guys have a wonderful, fantastic day, and we'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.